So this is class number 1 of biology, in which we will discuss about the vitamin. Before vitamin, there is one word, that is nutrition. We are going to discuss about first of all that nutrition. That what is a nutrition? It is a process in which we intake food and we utilize it is in the form of energy. Is used to be the nutrition. What nutrition? It is a process in which we intake food and after that we utilize in the form of energy. Is known to be the nutrition. Nutrition is generally divided into two parts. That is a macronutrition and micronutrition. The first one, that is a macronutrition. Macronutrition, nutrient we can say, exactly, and micronutrient. That macronutrients, it contains carbohydrate and fats, protein, and micro, it contains the vitamin and minerals. So nutrition, that is generally divided into two parts. That first one, that is a macronutrients, which consists carbohydrate, fat, protein, and micronutrients, which consist vitamin and mineral. And the maximum energy. Maximum energy contains the carbohydrate. What a maximum energy? We are talking about that the maximum energy. Maximum energy which contains the fat and instantaneous energy. That immediately, which provide the immediately, instantaneous energy, that is a carbohydrate, and maximum energy, that is a fat. 1 gram of a carbohydrate, 1 gram of carbohydrate produce the 4 calorie energy. 1 gram of protein, produce the 4 calorie. 1 gram of fat, that produce the 9 calorie energy. That is energy. What? 1 gram of a carbohydrate that contain the 4 calorie energy. 1 gram of a protein that contain the 4 calorie, and 1 gram of a fat that contain the 9 calorie. So the maximum energy which consists, that is a fat, and the instantaneous energy, that is a carbohydrate. In the absence of a carbohydrate and fats, then protein work as a energy. In the absence of what? This is very important point, that in the absence of carbohydrate and protein, carbohydrate and fats, then protein used as energy. In the absence of carbohydrate and fat, then protein is used as an energy. And one more point, only in nutrition we can conclude that it is a water. That water, related to the water. What? Water does not digest, it absorbs. What? Water does not digest, it absorbs. In the water there is a absorption. And now we will discuss about the vitamin, that which is topic of our today's, that in which we will discuss about the vitamin. That now we are going to discuss about the vitamin. So now we are going to discuss about the vitamin. That it is a micronutrition. It is a organic substance which helps in metabolism process. And it is very important point that vitamin was discovered. What? Vitamin was discovered by Casimir Fang. Kashmir fine. Kashmir fine. What? And there is vitamin A, B, C, D, E, K. These are the vitamin, and vitamin B7, that is also known to be the vitamin N. These are the vitamin which will be talk about later. So we are talking about the vitamin. Vitamin, it is a micronutrient, and it was discovered by the Kashmir fan, and it is an organic substance which helps is in the metabolism process. And now we will talk about the types of a vitamin. That what are the types of a vitamin? Types of vitamin. Now we are talking about types of vitamin. Types of vitamin. Generally, vitamin is of two types. That first one, that is a water soluble, and second one, that is a fat soluble. Water soluble. Vitamin B and C. Vitamin B and C. It is a water soluble, except the vitamin B and C. All are the fat soluble. So types of vitamin, that is only two types of a vitamin, that is a water soluble and fat soluble. Vitamin B and C, these are the water soluble, and vitamin A, D, E, K, they, and H, they not H, and they all are the fat soluble. And now we are talking about body formed vitamin. Body formed vitamin. That what are the body form vitamin? Body form vitamin. Body form vitamin are vitamin D and K. Vitamin D and K. Body form vitamin. Body form vitamin are vitamin D and K. That vitamin D which is in the liver, vitamin K which is in the large intestine. So these are the body form vitamin. Body form vitamin is two vitamin, that is vitamin D and vitamin K. And now we will talk about the vitamins, about the vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. About these things. That vitamin A. Now we are talking about vitamin A. Vitamin A. Now we are talking about vitamin A. Its chemical name is a retinol. That its chemical name that is a retinol. What? Vitamin A, its chemical name is a retinol. It was discovered by the McClung. Discovered by McClung in 1933. It was discovered by the McClung in 1933. And when we talk about diseases that are fear of injection, not infection, injection, night blindness, and sources. That what are the sources for the prevention? That we can say carrot, milk, green vegetable, etc. So about this thing that we are talking about vitamin A. Vitamin A, that its chemical name is a retinol, and it was discovered by the McClung in 1930. In 1930, it is 30. In 1913, it was discovered in 1913, and disease that was fear of injection, night blindness, and the sources that is a carrot, milk, green vegetable, etc. and many things we can take. And now we will talk about vitamin B. About the vitamin B. Vitamin B. Now we are going to discuss about the vitamin B. That vitamin B. Vitamin B. Vitamin B, it is a vitamin B1. Vitamin B is divided into many parts. That vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, vitamin B5, vitamin B6, vitamin B7, vitamin B9, vitamin B12. Like that, vitamins are, vitamin B is in many parts. That vitamin B1, the first thing now we are talking about vitamin B1. That its chemical name is vitamin B1, that its chemical name is thymine. What vitamin B1, its chemical name that is a thymine, and it was discovered by Izikaman. It was discovered by Izikaman and in 1897. One more point, that vitamin B1. Vitamin B1 is the oldest vitamin. What? Vitamin B1 is the oldest vitamin, and its diseases, that is very diseases. When we talk about diseases, that is a very it is a skin disease, and its sources, that is a milk, vegetable, etc. And now we are talking about vitamin B2, and the next, now we will talk about the vitamin B2. Vitamin B2, and its chemical name riboflavin. Chemical name is a riboflavin, and discovered by Mockler. It was discovered by Mockler, and it's a disease that crack in tongue, crack in skin, that there is, and sources, that is meat, fish, milk, vegetable. These are the sources. So this is vitamin B1 and vitamin B2. The vitamin B1 chemical name is a thymine. It was discovered by thymine in 1897. The oldest vitamin, that is vitamin B1, and diseases that is caused by disease that cause beriberi, and sources milk, vegetable, and these are the etc. Vitamin B2, that chemical name is a riboflavin, and discovered by the Bacillus. It was, there will be no Maclum, and disease that is crack in tongue, crack in skin, and sources meat, fish, milk, vegetable, and etc. So this is what about the vitamin B1 and vitamin B2. And now we will talk about vitamin B3. Vitamin B3, and now we will talk about vitamin B3, and now we are going to talk about the vitamin B3. That its chemical name that is niacin or nictomine, its chemical name, and discovered it was discovered by the Ilvisen. It was discovered by the Ilvisen, and yes, diseases here become white, and mental issue, that their issue. And if we talk about their sources, milk, vegetable, etc. So we are talking about the vitamin B3. Vitamin B3, that chemical name is niacin, or we can say that nictomine, and it was discovered by the Ilvisen, and their diseases, that is a mental issue, that start becoming the stupid like, and hair become white, and their sources mean green vegetable, groundnut, and etc. and many things we can take. And after that there is a vitamin B5. Vitamin B5. Chemical name, that is a pantonic acid. Pentonic, exactly, not pentonic. It is a pentonic. What? Pentonic. Chemical name, that is a pentonic, and it was discovered by exactly that. It was discovered pentonic acid, and it was discovered by the Albert CZ, and disease, that is a pellagra. And after that we will talk about sources, that what are the sources, that is meat, fish, egg, and we can take etc. Then vegetables we can check that. So this is what about the Albert C. Vitamin B5, that is a pentonic acid. It was discovered by the William, not Albert Sager. What? Vitamin B5. We have to remember that vitamin B5. Vitamin B5 was discovered by the William. What? Vitamin B5. Vitamin B5. Vitamin B5 that was discovered by the William, and its disease, that is a pellagra. That is a skin diseases, and sources that meat, fish, egg, and green vegetable, etc. This is what about vitamin B5. And now we will discuss about vitamin B6. Vitamin B6. Vitamin B6. Vitamin B6, its chemical name, vitamin B6. Its chemical name, when we talk about its chemical name, and discovered, and we will talk about its diseases. That is a exactly Periodoxin, exactly, the vitamin B6. Now we are talking about vitamin B6. Vitamin B6, that its chemical name is a periodoxin, and it was discovered by the Albert Sager, and it was discovered by the Albert Sager, and its diseases, that is anemia. And its disease, that is anemia. What? Its disease, that is anemia. And we will talk about sources, that what are their sources. So their sources are milk, green vegetable, meat, fish, and etc. These are their sources. And now we will talk about vitamin B7. It is very important vitamin B7. Vitamin B7, that is also known to be the vitamin H. That its chemical name, that is a biotin. What? Its chemical name, that it is a biotin, and we are talking about that it is discovered by the two studies, that is Pongal and Tonis. And diseases, that is a paralysis type, paralysis, hair become white, hair fall, and there will be hair fall. And sources, milk, vegetable, meat, fish, etc. The vitamin B6. This is what about B7. And next, now we will talk about vitamin B9. Vitamin B9. Here we are talking about vitamin B9. That its chemical name is vitamin B9. That we are talking about vitamin B9. Vitamin B9, its chemical name, that is a fluorine. This is what about the fluorine, and the discovery, and its discovered. We are talking about that discovery. It was discovered by the Willis. It was discovered by the, exactly that, it was discovered by the Willis. And diseases that, again it's diseases that is called anemia. And we will talk about sources, about its sources, that is a milk, vegetable, meat, etc. Again these are the same thing. And now we are talking about vitamin B12, vitamin B12, that its chemical name, that is a cyanocobalamin, and this discovered, and it was discovered by Hortbein. It was discovered by the Hortbein, and disease anemia. Diseases that is a anemia. What diseases that is a anemia? And source, when we talk about sources, about their sources, that their sources are milk, fish, vegetable, etc. So this is one thing we have to remember, that in vitamin B6, B9, B12, in 3 cases that their diseases are same. That is the anemia. Exactly. And that is the anemia today. So this is what about vitamin B6. We are talking about vitamin B6, that its chemical name is ferrexidine, and discovered by the Albert Saget, and diseases that is anemia, and sources milk, green vegetable, etc. And vitamin B7, that is known to be the biotin, and it was discovered by the Conwell and Bonis, and diseases that is a paralysis and hair fall, and sources milk, vegetable, and vitamin B9. Chemical name, it is a not folic, it is a folic acid. That its chemical name, it will be a folic acid. What chemical name? That it is a folic acid. What it is a folic acid. The chemical name, that it is a folic acid, and it was discovered by the Willis, and diseases that is anemia, sources milk, vegetable, etc. And vitamin B9, that chemical name is cyanocobalamin, and discovered by Hodgkin, and diseases that is anemia, sources that is milk, fish, vegetable, etc. One thing we have to remember, that in vitamin B6, B9, B12, that their diseases are same, that is the anemia. And now we are going to discuss about the vitamin C. Vitamin C. And now we will talk about the vitamin C. Vitamin C, exactly. And that now we are going to discuss about the vitamin C, that its chemical name. When we talk about chemical name, that is the ascorbic acid. That vitamin C, its chemical name, that it is a ascorbic acid, and discovered by, it was discovered by James Lee. It was discovered by the James Lee, and diseases that is scurvy and gums, and sources that is amla or lemon oil juices, we can say that, exactly. So this is what about the vitamin C, that its chemical name is ascorbic acid, and discovered by the James Lee. Diseases that is scurvy and gum, and sources amla, lemon, and oil juices. These are the vitamin C. About the vitamin C, we can note it one point, that milk is present in every vitamin. What milk is present in every vitamin, but in vitamin C milk is not present. Milk is present in every vitamin, but in vitamin C it is not present. And now we will talk about vitamin D. Vitamin D. Now we are talking about vitamin D. That its chemical name, vitamin D. Its chemical name is that is cobro, calico cobro, and discovered by, and we are talking about that it is discovered by, and it is discovered by the two scientists, and it was discovered by the, no, it was discovered by only one scientist, that is McClung. What? And it was discovered by the McClung in 1930. In 1930. And diseases, when we talk about its diseases, that what are the diseases? That is rickets and osteomalacia. What diseases? Rickets, which is occur in children, and osteomalacia, which is occur is in the adult. What? Rickets, which is occur is in the children, and osteomalacia, which is occur is in the adult, and its sources: sunlight, milk, meat, etc. So this is what about the vitamin D, and now we are going to discuss about the vitamin K. That what are the in vitamin K? Vitamin E. Now we will discuss about vitamin E and then K. Now we are talking about vitamin E. That's chemical name, that is a tocopherol. Its chemical name, that is a tocopherol, and its discovery, and it was discovered, and vitamin E, and it was discovered by the biospin. What? It was discovered by the biospin, exactly, that Candy biospin, that his full name was the Candy biospin, and disease lost the ability to give birth to their child, lost the ability to give birth to their child. And the sources, when we talk about sources, that what are their sources? We can say that milk, green vegetable, meat, etc. And now we are talking about vitamin K. That chemical name is philipoquin. The vitamin K chemical name is philipoquin, and it was discovered by Dumps. It was discovered by Dumps in 1937. And after the diseases that lost the ability to blood clot, lost the ability to clotting the blood, and after that their sources, when we talk about what are their sources are meat, fish, eggs, and milk, vegetable, etc. So this is what about vitamin E and K. Vitamin E, its chemical name is a tocopherol, and discovered by the biospin, and diseases lost the ability to give birth to their child. And sources, that is a milk, green vegetable, meat, etc. Vitamin K, that is chemical name is a philipoquin, and the discovery, it was discovered by Dumps in 1937. And the diseases lost the ability for the clotting of a blood. And sources: meat, fish, egg, milk, vegetable, etc. Reproductive vitamin. When we talk about reproductive vitamin, what reproductive vitamin is known to be the vitamin K. Vitamin K is also known as reproductive vitamin or vitamin K. Vitamin K is also known to be the reproductive vitamin. And vitamin E, vitamin E is known to be the reproductive vitamin. And vitamin K that it is known as royal disease. That is known famous for the royal diseases. What vitamin K is famous for the royal diseases, and vitamin E that is known to be the reproductive vitamin. So this is class number 1 of biology, which now I am going to end, and in that we have completely discussed about the vitamin. So our vitamin chapter is in only here. Thank you.